Hi y'all. So I wanted to record my actual feelings after I took my boards. Oh my gosh. I seen somebody record and it was like, what was that? And I think that's a truthful feeling. Like, I can't even tell y'all what I got for real. Like, if I could think back, I felt like I got a lot of med surge questions, a good bit of infection precaution. I got one or two OB questions. Um, I feel like a lot of it was like med surge. I got one. Is that the drag and drop? No, that like concept map looking thing. I got one which I'm happy about. I didn't really like those in nursing school, and I got a good bit of case studies, which was nice. I actually like those. I got about 4 to 5 if I can think. I might even got 6. So I'm waiting, y'all. I'm like because I was able to realize where I made like 2 mistakes when I really thought back about the question. I was like, oh man. And then my exam, let me tell y'all, why did the exam, or not the exam, why did the lights cut off on my exam and I was the only person left in there? I was like, God, what is going on? Okay. So the lights cut off. It took like 5 to 10 minutes for them to figure out what was going on. And then the electric came back on. But I was like, really? Like, I do not want to come back up here. So that was that. And then got back at it, but I don't even know how to feel. Like, I'm going to let y'all know what my results was, but I am like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not even like a confident feeling because I didn't feel that way. I felt like some of the stuff I feel like, oh man. I will tell you this, on a positive note, I used UWorld and Mark Clement. I think I showed on one of my shorts the exact two things I use. But to be honest with you, I never really got a chance to sit down and like really study for hours. I was trying to pick up working to catch up on bills and still got to provide for my family. When I would get home, I would be tired. So it was like, it was hard to kind of get that studying down. I did try to do as many questions as I could, which I highly doubt I got over 500 questions that are done. Honestly, I'm going to be real. Maybe six. I did try to listen to him a lot. I listened to another lady that's like in his group that's on YouTube. If you like YouTube Mark Clement videos, you'll see her pop up too. She's like a blonde lady, very good. She helps you with like critical thinking and like process of elimination. So I did try to use her. One thing I did like about using UWorld, I will tell you, that is what I used. I didn't use anything else. UWorld setup, the blue and white screen is very much what you will see on Nclex. So if you're a person that like has to get over like the test anxiety, I will say that would probably help because it's already set up the way UWorld is already set up the way Nclex sets up their screen. So it's almost an exact replica. The only thing is like you can't go back and of course and all that stuff, but the calculator is where it's at. The little thingy, I don't know what that is. It looks like a little mailbox. I don't know. But the blue part is what I'm more so concerned about. So that way when you see it and you're sitting down, you're not like, oh, what's the screen? I've never seen the screen. Like, you've seen the screen. You've seen it all the time you've been practicing. So, and UWorld is pretty good. I will say that. So, y'all, I'm waiting. I don't know how to feel. I'm going to be real. I'm like, I heard... Oh, so I stopped at 85 questions. I don't know if I told y'all that. I heard if you stop at 85 questions, it's a good indication that you pass. I can't really say. So until you see my results, I did give it my all. I had my snacks. I stayed in local to the area I was testing in, so I didn't have to be rushing getting there. I had somebody, with my kids. I didn't like try to stress too much. Relax. I'm about to go relax now. Go out with the family, get some dinner, and just like try to relax. I gave it my all, I feel like. I got good sleep. I feel like my school did prepare me. I know I didn't study as much, but I also was hearing that it's really not about what you know. It is more so about your critically thinking. And I will say that because a lot of that stuff was critical. Some stuff I never even heard of. And you got to watch too. They'll use different words, man. Like Nclex will use, one thing I peeped, and I'll record this now because I'll forget. Instead of antibiotic, I've seen ineffective. And effective, if that makes sense. And I believe that was another way to say antibiotic, and I didn't catch on to it until I answered like a question or two wrong. So I will tell you that. So that's why I say UWorld is a nice studying system, and Mark Clemic, honestly. And one thing I read that I think that I would encourage you guys to do too, don't use a bunch of resources. Like, choose your 1-2 things and go for it. You know what I'm saying? If you are Archer type of person, use Archer, but you also need to figure out how to critically think, because honestly, it's really, it's like 50% the information that you know, but I won't even probably say 40, but I would actually say 60% of you knowing how to critically think. You really got to figure out how to work through them questions. And yo, I'm saying all this like I knew, like I didn't pass. I don't even know what happened. So we will see. But until then, I appreciate y'all viewing my video. You know, if you're about to take your boards, I pray for you. I wish you good. I hope for you to have much success. I was the last one in there too, y'all. Just FYI, it was about 8 girls, 8 ladies. Last one. I was the last one that used to be finishing my board, or my school exams too. I normally would take my time, and I did. I took my time. The lady was very sweet that was in there. Even after the lights cut off, they were just like, "Here, you want some water?" You know, very sweet, very kind. You know, they seemed like they understood us kind of forgetting stuff and little stuff here or there, because they knew we were kind of nervous. But I'm excited, y'all. I hope that stopping at 85 questions signifies something. But I also heard they can signify you failed. So I don't know. But until then, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Bye.